All right, Jesse on fire. Welcome back to the channel. Every time I try to talk about this Conor McGregor thing, the video ends up stretching out so long and I'm talking nonsense. I'm going to try to be very succinct with this particular version. I've filmed this enough. I'm done talking about it. So this is going to be the last take. All right. So Conor McGregor has had a very rough week, right? Very rough week. He was arrested in Corsica, accused of attempted sexual assault, whatever that means. Well, we found out later that what it meant was she was saying that she saw his Conor Jr. or something, but very unclear what the actual accusation is. But hang on. If you like the content, subscribe, ring the bell. See, have to do that every video. Very unclear what the accusation was, but very clear that what happened was he was arrested, taken to the police station. They questioned him. They released him without charging him. Okay, that says a lot. You know, I haven't heard anyone else talk about that yet. I've been watching a lot of videos on this and really kind of scratching my head at the inability for people to break this down or like even touch on the points that they should be talking about. And I'm not trying to be like, I know I do the Jesse on fire is the goat on the mic thing and, you know, relatively arrogant, and I'm doing that. It's kind of a shtick. Okay. In this case, I'm actually like, this is like serious. Conor's talking about, like, Conor had to clarify on Twitter today that he wasn't making an actual suicidal threat. Okay. And he wasn't. He was responding to a person who was a super huge prick who says that they're a suicide interventionist, and Conor was calling him a hypocrite. But, I mean, Conor, I'm literally looking at a tweet where Conor says, "I will never kill myself no matter how many wish for it." It's serious. It's not like a joke, man. You know, it's not a joke. And I do understand why it's hard for people to look at anyone empathetically when they have a life as seemingly charmed as Conor's. But I just don't think people really understand that you know, it's a life that you can't understand, so you couldn't understand the problems or the pressures either, right? You just couldn't. And I'm even talking about like UFC fighters. They can't. As a matter of fact, I don't even think UFC fighters are any better equipped to understand Conor's life at all. I mean, except for the little, like the minor bit of fame that they have. You know, Jorge Masvidal probably gets it. There are, you know, Nate Diaz. There are a few guys who are really famous that probably get it, but outside of them, I just don't think many people can even start to grasp what it's like to be as famous as Conor. And so you face these just unfathomable problems, right? And I'm going to get to his Twitter because, you know, again, we're talking about Conor McGregor's suicide threat. But let's talk about what happened, right? So basically, Conor was accused, again, of attempted sexual assault and some kind of exhibition thing. I'm not even going to talk about this accusation, aside from the fact that the headline said attempted sexual assault when it first came out, and then 12 hours later, all of a sudden, now it's exhibition, okay? You can't take back the first one, so now Conor's taking all the heat as if he like attempted to rape someone when even the accuser never even said that. So it's really irresponsible, you know, journalism as usual. But you know, again, I have a problem with sexual assault being the way that people are using that term now. It's like sexual assault's violent, as far as I'm concerned, right? Okay, if a girl is asleep and you put a hand on her, put a hand in her, or, you know, go all the way, that even though like the girl's not fighting back because she's asleep, that's violence, man. Like you're violently taking something from her. She just is asleep, and so she has no ability to fight back, okay? So you're using the appropriate amount of force that you would need in order to take it from her, whereby if she was awake, you'd have to violently like hold her down to do it or whatever. Like, so that's sexual assault, okay? That's sexual assault. If you're going to tell me that it's sexual assault when a guy like walks out of the, you know, or a guy flashes his dick at a girl, that's not sexual assault. It's stupid to characterize it like that. It's not like okay if she's not, you know, a willing participant, you know, but like it's like exhibitionist or like something else, right? It's not assault. Assault is violent. Assault, that word is violent. Anyway, but that's beside the point. I want you to try to imagine if every single place that you ever went, everyone knew who you were. Everyone. Okay, and you're good looking, you're wealthy, you're a famous fighter, okay? You're Conor McGregor. You are maybe the biggest star in the world, honestly. I mean, there aren't many people that would be in the conversation that would be bigger stars than him, right? He's in this class of people that is the absolute pinnacle of stardom. And, you know, girls throw it at you and you party. Like, he's a guy who parties, he drinks, he gets drunk. He makes bad decisions when he drinks. I don't think that there's anyone that can argue that. I've seen a video of him punching an old man in the head. Okay. I've seen him throw a dolly through a window. I'm about to talk to Michael Chiesa actually right after this. You know, he sounds like he is in pain right now. You know, like, I mean, I would switch lives with him for sure, as long as my wife came with me. But, you know, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, everyone is going to have problems. But I think that the way that people react to this stuff is like, it's gross, man. It's really gross. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm partial because I can relate to this guy and like, but at the end of the day, when he's tweeting out stuff like this and you reading it and people's reaction is still to be like, fuck you, dude. It's like, why? Like, all that says is that you are a jealous person, right? Like, to me, I read this, I'm like, damn, man, it sounds like this guy is really like suffering, you know? Like, let me just read this, all right? So first of all, some guy had said some really nasty stuff to him on Twitter, right? And Conor responded. The guy said he was a suicide interventionist, okay? And Conor wrote back, suicide intervention. What kind of hypocrite are you, right? That's the gist. And people read that, and of course, Conor McGregor said suicide intervention first. And so people were like, oh my God, is he going to kill himself? And he was actually just speaking about the guy's posted title because it is the most hypocrite thing ever. Like, the guy's a suicide interventionist, and then he's going to kick Conor while he's down. Like, he just got accused of sexual assault. He's got a wife and kids, and you're going to be the guy who's out there like, this guy's a piece of shit. It's like, you're probably the worst suicide interventionist ever. Or the reason why you have that job is because you're such a depressed, sorry ass that you can relate to them. And you hate the world so much. Like, you hate people that are winning so much that you relate to these suicidal people. Anyway, so here's what Conor said in this last tweet that I will read, okay? And this thing is really, like, incoherent, man. I will never kill myself no matter how many wish for it. Try to set me up all you fucking want over and over and over. The truth will always set me free, be it baby father claims, rape, indecent exposure, bullshit, WhatsApp group shit. You fucking name it. Never will I fold. The truth is the truth, and it gives me wings. I know my character. God bless DNA. God bless CCTV. Really? God bless CCTV? You sure about that? I think I saw you punch an old man on CCTV and smash a guy's phone. But God bless eyewitnesses. God bless the truth. The truth is power. I am free. Never will a dime be paid to anyone coming at me with vicious lies. Now, not fucking ever. I will fight, and I am only beginning my fight. All these past incidents you will see. They will not be forgotten. I will not allow these people to just accuse me and then disappear into the dark to attempt to ruin someone else's life. No fucking way. Okay, so he's very angry. This is a long tweet, man. Do you understand how long it would take someone to type that on a phone? And he definitely did it on a phone because there are, like, you know, typos. I mean, dude, he's pissed. And he's upset. He also said in one of his other tweets, he's like, I can't go on like this. This can't go on, or whatever. You know, I mean, honestly, okay, first of all, I agree that he should go after the people who are accusing him if they're lies, for sure. I don't agree that he should have put it on Twitter, okay? Because if you want to get him for real, get him. You don't want them to see you coming, right? Let's say you're going to put a private investigator on all of them, and then you're going to dig up the dirtiest things you have on all of them, and then you're going to expose them to everyone they love, and maybe even publicly. Maybe. Why give him a heads up that you're coming, right? I mean, that's just, he's emotional. He's not thinking straight. He's smart enough to know that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's one major upside, though, which is, here's Conor's life. Sexual assault, punch an old man in the face, another, indecent exposure. Conor's like, oh, Proper 12 sales are down because of what's written on here. He's like, oh, here, I'm just going to wipe it off with, guess what this wiper is? Yeah, that's a fight. That's him winning a fight, okay? So if Conor doesn't have a fight booked inside the next 60 days, I will be blown away, okay? He's going to book a fight because that's how he washes off scandals. So God bless this little lying girl in this bar. It's going to get us to see Conor fight Gaethje. Let's go. And hopefully get him to quit drinking because this is clearly not good for his life, right? Yeah, here's another thing I want you to think about, right? So when a guy takes a run at Guy takes a run at a girl, right? The girl generally has a couple options. She's like, do I let this happen or do I say no, right? Like, you know, because the guy's generally the pursuer and the girl is the, I make the choice if this is going to happen. Okay. Well, with Conor McGregor, there's option 3, which is, should I let this happen with this stud? I mean, obviously any girl in here would sleep with him. So, I mean, him assaulting me is kind of ridiculous, but he's got a lot of money. So, should I let it happen? Should I say no? Or should I accuse him of something? Okay. Maybe I should just go back to his room. Maybe I should say, hey, Conor, you know what I really want you to do? I want you to choke me like you choke people that you fight. Okay. Put your hands around my neck and do it real hard. That's what I like. Choke me. And then the next day, I thought he was a nice guy. I had seen him on TV and he asked me to come to his room and have a drink. And I was like, I don't know if I should be doing this. I mean, I have a boyfriend. What is he gonna think? So I told Conor I had a boyfriend. And so we went to his room and then he just changed. And he had his hands around my neck and he held me down. And he raped me. Next day, I'm filing a $100 million lawsuit against Conor for violently raping me, okay? Do you think that that's not a real phenomenon? Do you honestly believe that? Do you believe that Kobe Bryant raped that girl who then laughed about it with all of her friends? If you still believe that Kobe Bryant's a rapist, then maybe you should just turn this video off because you're too stupid. No. You just have never looked into it, okay? There's no one who looks into the Kobe case who believes her. No one. And if you do, you are out of your mind, okay? Because you know the thing I just said? That is exactly what she did to Kobe, okay? Exactly what she did to Kobe. Yeah, I mean, so Conor has to think about that all the time. But the bottom line is, listen, man, like, you can't, like, feel bad for the guy. He has the best life ever, or you would think. But he does face a whole set of problems that none of us can even, relate to. But end of the day, I just want to see him fight. So I think that's what this is going to lead to. And selfishly, that makes me happy. So if you like the content, subscribe and ring the bell, huh? Let's do it. Peace. Oh, by the way, I highly suggest that you go to Jesse on Everything because I have just uploaded fire today. Today and yesterday, I uploaded 2 videos. They are awesome. Awesome. If I don't say so myself. I watched them back. I watched both of them twice since I uploaded them because I was like, this is gold, man. This is gold. So yeah, go check them out. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Peace.